Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier Ellie, who has messed up her little pony so that it's right in her face today. I don't know. We were busy. she's just been, rubbing her face in the carpet. So we're having a bit of fun. I'm going to check now and make sure that we're live. Let me just check and see. It looks like we are live. So thank you so much if you're watching. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Renee. Let me see all the people. And Crystal, good to see you, Crystal. Roz, happy Friday from North Carolina. Tina. So yes, I've been busy this morning getting out my most recent Faith Creations class. It went in, the mailman picked it up just a short time ago, and I was kind of busy, and we didn't have a chance to play with her bow, so she put a bow in, and her little pony's kind of nutty. But this is the true Ellie. The little sweet girl. She is a sweetie too. And it's hot here. I don't know about you guys. It's 102 right now on our patio. And my room got pretty warm too. I have the air conditioning and I have a fan. Lori, good to see you. But we have that nest situation. Hi, Denise. And it shuts off the air conditioning when too many people are using it. And I noticed that it shut off my air conditioning. So I ran and turned it down just for for our live so that I can, Tammy, yes, and it's muggy. Tammy lives nearby. It's muggy. Hello, Vicki Eakins. Oh, Arizona. I hate to even hear what you are, Vicki, since I'm 102. What are you? What's your temperature? Blah. It's going to be bad. I think it really just is going to be bad for a while. Because we're in the real throes of summer now. We get into August and September here, and it's very, and even September. August and September. Yeah, I said September. So the Olympics are on. I haven't seen any yet today. Hi, Ann from West Virginia. But we're going to watch them later tonight. I think they were streamed so we can watch them. And I'm anxious to see the opening ceremonies. Are you anxious, Ellie? She's just hot. We're just hot here. Warm and hot, and yeah. So tell me what you guys are doing this weekend. Are you guys going to watch the Olympics also? I think that's what a lot of people are going to be doing this weekend. And we're all stocked up. My husband went to the store and we got, hello, Polly, Libby from North Carolina. And so we've got plenty of food for the weekend, and we can just watch the Olympics. Oh, Tina, you did watch the opening ceremonies. Okay, don't tell me anything. I mean, I know a little bit, but I'm going to look at it later. Good to see you, Carolyn from Aloha, Oregon. Good to see you. I know it's probably hot up there too. Well, I have a neat card today, and it's going to take a little while because we're going to do some heat embossing. Speaking of heat. So I want to get on to a few things. So news, the bonus days coupons. We only have 5 more days for bonus days coupons. So don't miss out on those. For your order of $50 or more before tax, you'll get tax and shipping, you'll get a $5 coupon to spend in August. And if you're a demonstrator, I said this the other day, you definitely want to get those $5 coupons because we're going to be able to pre-order from the holiday catalog. And I mentioned on Wednesday, I don't know how many of you were here on Wednesday, but we got to see the new holiday catalog, and I love it. I really do. I've got my eye on several sets that I am just going to love. Vicki has a card class tomorrow. She drove up to Peoria, Arizona to plan cards with your friend. That sounds fun. That is the way to do it, is just do cards in the air conditioning. I'm telling you. But anyway, you guys are going to love the holiday catalog. It goes live for customers in September something. The first few days, the first week, and it goes live for we get to do the pre-order demonstrators. I want to say August 6th. Is that right? Next Tuesday? No, a week from Tuesday. So I've already got my list. I've got my A list. And so I'm getting very excited. I've been through the catalog several times, and today we're gonna do a sneak peek. So we're gonna do a sneak peek that we got. I don't know where we got this. At some event the demonstrators could go to. We got one of the holiday products, a whole suite, and so we're going to use that today so that you guys can have a sneak peek. Okay, let me put Ellie down. I think she's fallen asleep anyway. I want to talk to you about my new class. I started kind of talking about it the other day, and then we had free shipping and everything went just like bananas, and so I kind of set it to the side, and now the pre-order is fully open. I have a registration link. If you email me, Peggy at prettypapercards.com, I will give you the registration link, and you can go right there and sign up for your new card kit. Oh, Tina has her list too. She has to cut it down or she won't have any food. Oh my gosh. So let's talk about my new class to go. And we're using the Friends for Life stamp set and dies, which I love. They're in the plastic, but you can see them. And what I love is the word die and the heart die. These are great. And it's so nice if you have a dear friend, a special friend, which I have lots of friends, but I also have a couple, I will say, of very dear special friends. And this set works so perfectly for them. You also get a half a pack of the beautiful Lily Pond paper. And I think I might have mentioned that I actually like this paper. I just really wanted to use it. Hi, Eleanor. Because have you guys really seen this paper? Not just the front. I'm going to have to take it out. I just have to show you because it's so pretty. But the back, I really love the back. Let's take a look at the back here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Look at that. Pretty in pink. I love it. And just so many. You get, each pack comes with four pieces of each pattern, front and back. And so you're going to get half a pack of this in my class to go. And it's just beautiful. Look at that. It's so pretty. And there's another one of that beautiful pattern that I love. So we're not really going to use the ducks on the one side. We're more going to use the background pieces because they're so pretty. You're also going to get a package of iridescent pearls so that you can color them to go with your project. And you're going to get some of this very pretty peacock. Mine's almost gone. And gold ribbon, which looks beautiful with these papers. So let me, without further ado, I'm going to give you another sneak peek of the cards. Roz, she can't do crafting for a while, so she's not going crazy with the catalog. I love that DSP too. I love the Lily Pond. So here's one of the cards, and this is the one that uses the word friend. And I'm going to also, as part of the kit, you're going to get some adhesive sheets so that you can learn how to use. I'm going to teach you how to use the adhesive sheets. This is a super cute card that uses the peach pie color and the hearts. And then this is one, of course we had to have a pink card, you know that. And this is a super cute one that has a belly band, okay? It opens in the middle and has a belly band. So you guys are gonna love this kit to go, and it'll be the last kit for the month of July. I do 2 per month, so this is the second one for July, and I think you're gonna love it. You'll get it like the second week of August, so it'll give you something to do in the dog days of summer. So email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, for the link to register for this class to go. The registration for the pre-order is only open through Sunday. So make sure that you email me by Sunday the 28th, because I'll place the order probably Sunday night or Monday morning. Okay, so I'm going to show you this suite that we got to see. And let me get my little thing going here. It takes me usually a few minutes. It always turns out a little backward. There we go. Okay. I want to show you this beautiful suite that we got during the Creativity Now. I think it was Creativity Now was our demonstrator event. And this is so this entire suite is in the new holiday catalog. Hi, Becky White. Good to see you. Thank you for sharing. And here, this is the bundle, Winterly Treetops bundle. Now, I haven't had a chance to put a label on my dies yet. We're going to use them today. But there are so many dies that there is this very fun die that I really like. We're not going to use this today, but it makes a beautiful holiday card. And we're going to use these dies. I'm not using the birds today, but the birds are beautiful. And then it comes with the birch wood 3D embossing folder. Roz, you were trying to think of the name. The birch 3D embossing folder, and this is one of the big ones, so this is going to be great for our holiday projects. I'm showing you so that you know one suite in the holiday catalog, and you can say that you know one, and you're not going to be surprised. You'll know that this is one of your choices. These are the earth tone shimmer gems, and they're really pretty. Then there's also, which I really like, Natural Tones linen thread. I'm so happy to have some new colors of linen thread. But the best thing is the beautiful DSP, the Nests of Winter 12 by 12 designer series paper, and we're going to use this today. And I'm just going to go through it. I know some of you have seen it before, but it is so pretty. We're going to use a lot of this today. So this only has one sheet because I've cut the rest up already. Look at these gorgeous holiday birds. We're going to use some of this today too, the birch. And those are pussy willows. Are they pussy willows? There's this cute pattern. More beautiful birds. You know, I love birds. And birds are popular at the holidays. I like this pattern too. And the back of this pattern has the piece that you can cut. It allows you to make 6 cards. Let me get you a better view of it here. I've got things piling up. Okay, here's a better view of it. So what you do with this piece is you cut it down the middle, if you want to. Cut down the middle, and then you have enough for 3 cards on one side, 3 cards on the other side. And these are really neat. Hi, Nancy Sue. Good to see you. I love these because they make making a card very easy. And then here are the birds in the birch trees, which I love. I've had birch trees, and I love them. I wish I had them now. And then these little, whatever those are, but there are little tiny birds in there too. Isn't that beautiful paper, you guys? So I'm going to have to set this. Let me see. Let me do a couple of things and do a little reorganizing, because we are going to use the stamp set and the die set today for our card. And I have been into circles lately. For one thing, the Global Design Project, which, hi Jeanne, you guys know that I like to enter the Global Design Project every week if I can. And this week it's circles, anything with a bunch of circles. So I did something with circles the other day, and then I just kept doing circles. So this is the card, the winter card we're going to make today with this bundle so that you have a good sneak peek. And it is a frame of circles around a piece of the birch wood, then with these little pieces on the side, and I don't do heat embossing very often, but we're going to do that heat embossing because I really like that sentiment, sending thanks. Isn't that cute? And then the inside looks like that. And this is shaded spruce. I love shaded spruce. It's a blue-green, which I like so much. Just going to have a little bit of my iced tea. Okay, because what I want to teach you is how to make that frame, okay? And we're going to start with a 4 by 5 1/4, let me confirm, 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white cardstock to make the frame. And then I'm going to use a deckled rectangle, and we're going to cut the center out. I'm just lightly bending it down so because for some reason it was bending up. And we're going to cut that out, and this is what we're going to use to put the circles on to create our frame. And the other thing, well, I'll tell you in a minute. We could also make a home project, like a framed piece if we wanted to. So I have to have Mr. Smooth, my big boss, cut and emboss machine to get this exactly the way I want it. And let me get my glasses down. So to make a frame, you take this piece, and what you want to do is try to center the deckled rectangle and have all the sides be straight. And that is a little bit tricky, just a little tricky. So we're going to try it. Nobody really will notice because we're going to cover the whole frame with circles, but we want to do our best, of course. So this is going to cut the frame, and I'll show you how this works. And then you have an extra deckled rectangle to use on another project. Okay, here we go. There's our extra, and there is our pretty frame. Isn't that nice? Let me set these over to the side here. And you guys know the deckled rectangle dies. In fact, while I have this out, I'll put the die back. These are fabulous. They're just basics, you know. These and the deckled circles, I just use them all the time. They're just basic dies that everybody should have. And then what we're going to do is use this on a backing of shaded spruce cardstock, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm just going to burnish this. Actually, we don't need to use it for a while, but I want you to see how pretty the frame looks on it. Check this out. Isn't that just beautiful? You see what I mean about the frame? I mean, you could now emboss this frame. It could be a different color altogether. There's so many things that you can do with it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of this birch under it. But we'll do that, well, we could do that now because we do need to cut it. I know it's correct the width-wise, but I need to, and so I know this is 4. So I think I do want to cut that down to about 3. I think 3 would do it. Let me just trim this while we're thinking about it, and then we'll have this already done. So let me get out my paper trimmer, and we'll set this at 3 inches. And the width, if you're taking notes, it's actually not 4 inches. It's about 3 7/8. I had cut it for when I was creating my sample there. So now you can see how this works. We will adhere it to the back there, and then this is how our framed piece will look. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now what we're ready to do, we're going to set this part aside until we put all of our circles on here. And to create the circles today, I'm using one of the stylish shape dies. And again, this is another set of basic dies, which I use all the time. In fact, I use them so much, I got 2 sets because I do a lot for my kits and everything. And so what I love about it is it has these great shapes, and then on all of the shapes, it has dotted inside the cut line and outside the cut line. Do you know what I mean? So when you cut out your circle, it's already stitched, meaning dotted, and then also the place where you cut it out is stitched if you want to use it that way. And to speed things up, I have gone ahead and cut out a bunch of these. And do you see how they looked? Can you see the stitching there? This is the color that I chose to use. But in case we need to do any more, I've got my die here ready to go. Okay. And so what we're going to do is take these to do what I want. I mean, you don't have to do this at all, but this is what I think. I just think it's cute, and I love these colors. So we need our glue. And what I'm going to do is glue one section at a time. And I love that I have my glass mat, because if it gets weird, if glue gets on it, yes, Cindy, you mean the stylish shapes? I agree, all of those. So if glue gets on the glass mat, I just get it off. Marcia, you got a ride on the quad. Oh my goodness, that sounds fun. Okay, so to start this off, because I'm going to cover the whole frame. There we go. And I'm going to put just a thin line of glue all the way down here. I know that's kind of crooked, huh? But I'm not wanting to get too close to the edge. So I'm going to kind of just do like this for right now. And then we're going to just start in the corner with one of the circles. And what I want is that I want it to come just a tiny hair bit to the inside. And it can come outside too, because we're going to trim the outside in a bit. So I think I'll just do it like, well, let's see. Okay, well, there it is. It's glued on anyway. And then you overlap just a tiny bit and put another circle on. And then you overlap again a tiny bit and put another circle. And you can see, whoops, you can see I'm overlapping the circles, and then I'm having them come in probably not even 1/4 of an inch, like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, let's put some more glue on. I don't like to put on too much glue at a time, because you never know what strange situation could happen. So then I'll put my strips coming down here like this. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing that overlapping, okay? Just a little bit like that. Now, one thing I noticed is that when you get to the corners, you might need to do this kind of situation. So I'm just going to put a little glue right there and do this, just to kind of cover the corner, okay? And then we'll put a little glue in here. And we'll keep right on going and overlapping a little bit with each circle that we put on. And I think it turns out very wintry looking. I love the wintry look. Okay, and now we're to the corner again. And so we're just going to put that little guy right there. Now I can see already that, whoops, this one is, oh, this was a double. Uh-oh. Okay, that's funny. I was cutting 2 at a time to get a lot done quickly. Do you ever do that? Sometimes with circles and the shape dies, you can cut 2 at a time. Okay, now we're ready to finish it off, and we'll just get our glue going here and down like this. Okay, here we go. I'll try to go a little bit faster. I just think it's really clever, and I was thinking this would be cute. It'd be something cute to put on a little standing frame, you know, and give as a gift maybe to somebody. Okay, here we are at a corner, so I'm going to put a little glue in there. And that comes back. Oh boy, I'm running out. Whoa. Okay, I think I've used, oh no, here's some more. Oh good. Whew. Well, I still might need more. Yep, I think I need one more. One more little circle. Okay. So I have a piece, and let's just bring our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine up, and we'll just cut one more circle out real quick. I hope you kind of enjoy seeing how this is done so that you can do it yourself and you don't say, gosh, I wonder how they did that. So here we go. Here's our final circle, and I think I'll just put, well, there's plenty of glue there. I'll just put that right there. Okay, now our piece is all ready. And a few places it does, where you see the circles raising up, you can go back and put a little glue, but you know, you don't have to be super particular. Now I say that and the glue doesn't come out. Okay, and what I'm going to do, and I don't usually do this and I hate to do it, but I'm going to use a baby card. Oh, cute. So I don't usually do this using my ribbon scissors, but because it's several layers, I need to use the heavier scissors to trim. And I'm just going to trim. You can leave the edge just the way it is. You could do that, but because I'm making this into a card and I'm putting it on the shaded spruce card base, I'm going to go through and just trim these edges of circles off. And these scissors are so nice and sharp. They make a beautiful cut, just like that. That one needs just a little trim, and then we'll do this one. But basically the main thing is they're poking into the center. They're coming into the center and making a real soft center. Okay, there we go. Now let's see how it looks. And it's okay if their edges are showing. That's not a problem. So now where did we put our, here we have our birch piece. That's the next thing that we want to do. We could put those little pussy willows in, but they don't really go with our coloring. So this is what we're going to do now, is we're just going to put our birch piece behind there. So I'm just going to go through and put a little, I could do it thinner, but it seems to be coming out fast. A little rim of the glue, and then we're going to put it over like this. Ellie's growling at me because she wants to go somewhere. I don't know where she wants to go, but she wants to go somewhere. Okay, there we go. And see what I mean? It did come out on the glass mat. So I'm just going to take a little of my alcohol with this spiffy little dispenser here, and I'm just going to rub that glue off so I don't get it on any more of my project, because I would not like that at all. Okay. Perfect. All dry, all done. All right. There we have our framed piece, and all we need to do now is put it right on top of our card, just like this. I kind of don't mind the little corners showing, and I'll tell you why. One reason is so that they know, they can tell that we've put circles there. I kind of like that idea. And so again, we just put more glue back here, and a little bit, a tiny bit behind the birch piece. And then we're just going to put this right on our card, and then all you do is decorate. Let me just move it up a little bit. There we go. And now we're ready to decorate our card. So the hard part is done, even though that wasn't. You could, yes, we could put a little, Georgia, thank you, a little bit of ink in there. We definitely could. But it really doesn't bother me. And in addition, we're going to decorate it. We're going to, let me see, the other one, I think I didn't have any white showing, did I, on my sample? Oh, boy. Well, maybe I like the sample better. Okay, well, lesson learned, but that's okay. We're gonna go on. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I have, let's see, this is my sample, my scratch piece, and I have this beautiful foliage, and we're going to stamp this beautiful piece of foliage right here. Like that. Isn't that gorgeous? I really, really like this stamp. And there's a die that fits it perfectly. And let me show you. This die right here fits it perfectly. Now, we don't have to color it. We could definitely just cut it out. We could have used a different colored paper. We could have heat embossed in white on the, like on a green, the shaded spruce piece. But I decided to color it in, and just to save a bit of time, I went ahead and did it in advance. So here's how pretty it looks when it's done in advance and we put it right on the corner there. Isn't that pretty? I just think that looks so nice. I love the way it finishes that off. Okay, now we're gonna do our heat embossing. Are you ready? We're gonna do this sentiment right here, sending thanks and much love. And let me set my card to the side so I don't lose it, because I don't usually do heat embossing. So let me, it's kind of a messy thing. You know how I feel about messy things, but we're gonna do it. And so what I'm gonna do is get out my embossing toolkit, which I love because it keeps all my embossing stuff all in one place, except for the ink. And I have put my embossing powder in here. Hello, Karen, good to see you. The prize is gonna be, I'll give you the other card because maybe you don't like the little white thing showing, but I'll give the other card. That'll be the prize for today. So this is my embossing toolkit, and this is from Stampin' Up. You can get it. It has these tweezers and a nice brush for brushing off embossing powder, and it comes with the embossing buddy, which is really important before you start, before you put your ink on. To get all the oils off your paper, you definitely want to use the embossing buddy. And then I'm going to stamp on my Versamark pad. I want to get plenty of ink on there. And then we'll stamp here. Okay. I like to check and make sure I got some good coverage, which I did. And then I'm going to hold this over and pour the embossing powder. I could use the tweezers, but I don't really need to, I don't think. So let's see how this comes out. Good coverage. Okay. So now all I need to do is heat emboss it with my, there's a little something that got there. And I think what I'll do is I will hold this with my tweezers so I don't get my hands heated. And this is the Stampin' Up heat tool. So there's going to be a noise. We're just going to heat that powder, and it's going to look really pretty. You can see how it changes color. It gets very bright. Can you see how bright it's getting? This, by the way, is Berry Burst cardstock. I love Berry Burst. And I think it looks pretty good with this color. Okay, it looks like I didn't get super good coverage, but again, that's okay because, well, you know what? We could do another one. We could actually do it on the back, I think. We could do it again on the back. Shall we do that? Let's do it, because I see that, do you see what I mean in the thanks? I don't think I got enough powder, or I didn't have enough of the Versamark. Let's try it again. Press down a little harder. So we'll try this again. probably could have re-inked my Versamark pad. I'm just going to do this twice, just to get more powder on there. Okay, and now I really do have to use my brush. Ooh, it's really got powder all over the place. I think that's because I pressed too hard. Oh, and you know what the other thing is? I didn't do my embossing buddy. Oh my gosh. Bad me. Let's just try it again. You don't mind, do you? Because we do want to have it really nice. Okay. Let's try it one more time. And we're definitely going to use the embossing buddy this time. That shows you what happens when you don't use the embossing buddy. I think it's cornstarch or something, don't you? Some kind of powder. Hello, Margaret Gordon from Down Under. Good to see you. We are embossing, and we're heat embossing. And I have to say, it is kind of messy. It really is. So let's try it again. I'm just going to press, and hopefully this is going to work better this time. Okay, here we go. I'm not the most expert heat embosser, I think, because I don't do it as often as I should. Much better. We didn't get all those crumbs. That's just cornstarch or whatever. Okay, now we're ready. Hopefully this will come out a little better. Here we go with our heat tool, so beware of the sound. What I love is how to watch it. I'll try to put it so you can see it working when it becomes very bright white. Georgia, I am a perfectionist. It's awful. It's awful. You're really never totally satisfied. Now I see that the little much love might not be getting much love. Oh, goodness sakes alive. Yeah, gosh, I wonder what the deal is. It's not heating quite right. Huh, I think I'm going to have to go back to the first one. That's weird. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to do it with this, and we're going to go on, and I can go back later and I will replace it. But the idea is, I don't know why it is not heating exactly right. That's the first one, and it didn't heat exactly right there. And then this is the last one, and it didn't heat hardly at all there. I wonder if my stuff might be too old, my powder. I wonder if it's too old, or it could be the weather. It could be the weather. But we'll just use this one for now, and I will go back and replace it later. Now I'm cutting this out with, this is a die from the Round We Go dies that we have even used. And it creates those rosettes that we did. And I like the edging for a sentiment, and I'll show you what I mean. Check this out. Isn't that cute? Cute edging, do you see it? Now you can really see how the T and the H didn't come out too right. But I love that edging, the kind of pointed edging. So that's why I wanted to use this. Now, where's my card? I put it in a safe place. Okay, here we go. And if some of you are, it does happen, Carol, if the powder is old. Okay. I'm getting hot, you know, with the heat gun. This is my little fan. Do you guys have one of these? Do you mind if I put my fan on for a minute? Just cool myself down. You don't mind, do you? I thought it might be because the powder was old. And actually that isn't Stampin' Up! Powder, because they were out for a while and I had to get a different powder. I went to a card class recently, and there was another girl that had one of these. I love it. Okay, so I'll have to get some new powder. But we're going to put these in here like this. So let's just go ahead and get those going. I'm going to put the foliage piece on Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to put the sentiment piece, I'm just going to use glue. So let's put a few dimensionals on the foliage. Like this. I think we just need about 3. We just need it to stick on there. And we just want to curl it right like that. And then we'll put our sentiment piece. Yeah, that didn't even dry. That was not good. When I do it, I'll do another one, and I'll just do the sentiment, and I'll put it right over this. Have you ever done that? You put it right on top of the previous one, and it works just fine. So we're just going to set that in like that. And I'll do another one, and I'll just slide it right in. And I might push this down under here. Maybe, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Let's just slide it right under like that. I think that looks kind of good, just like that. Now that little piece is going to stick up. This is just a day, you know, but we just go with it. We just, no problem. It all comes out pretty anyway, because this is such a beautiful set. And as I said, I will replace that circle. So now what we're going to do, Kay Phipps, I hadn't seen you. Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. So now we're going to put in some adorable little leaves. And I've got most of them cut here. I think we'll just use the 4. These were die cut also, and I see that I knew this would be kind of a long card. So these are cut with the dies from this set, and they're very cute. And what I'm doing is I'm just tucking these down under here like this. And I'm also using a little gray granite leaf, a few gray granite leaves, which are the, this is the color that's in the birch paper that we put behind our frame. In fact, we might just use 3. Let's see what I think. In fact, I think I'm going to trim this one off. You know how I do that sometimes? You just trim it off at the end, and then it slips under a little bit better. Okay. And I think we'll just slip this one right under there, like that. And I have one more gray granite that I'll put on top. And then our card will be finished. I'm just going to slide that right under there like that. And that just gives a little extra. Your internet has been horrible, Anne. Oh, I'm sorry. The joy of lives, yes. That's true. That's what happens. You know that, look at how nicely that my embossing powder worked there. I don't know what happened. It worked so beautifully on my sample. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some of these tinsel gems on, because they are just really, the green I think goes beautifully. I really don't know what color this is. I don't have my little paper that tells me what the colors are in on these gems, but I think the small ones are just too cute, and they go so well with that. Isn't that just adorable? Instead we'll look at the sample. Just forget that other one. I showed you how to do the frame, and that was the most important thing I wanted to do, is show you the frame. And this is the one that I will be sending as a gift. If you put the word prize today, this will be the gift for next week, and next Friday. And the envelope, I stamped the Pussy Willows. Look how cute those are. So that is today's card. I love it. I love doing this for a frame, and I think you'll like it too. And again, I think it would be great as a gift. Even if you didn't have the card behind, it would be kind of a cute gift to put a picture inside. That's what I was actually thinking. It would make a cute frame for a little picture. And of course you wouldn't put the sentiment, but that is today's card. So thank you, and we will just come back now. There we go. And we will award the prize from last week. And lots of you signed up for this. This is some really nice, Simply Marvelous designer series paper. And I believe it was Marcia. She's doing things. She's taking a picture of her dog, or is it the dog or the cat? I think it's the dog. So this is the prize that I'm going to give away today, and this Simply Marvelous paper. It's a full brand new pack, and the winner is Tina Lesson. Tina, congratulations! I'm so glad that you won. Thank you, Marcia. And I will be getting this out to you. You're seeing a little reflection of my light, but there you go. It's really beautiful paper. I know you'll enjoy it, Tina. And so I hope you guys have a really great weekend. Watch the Olympics. If you didn't see my Olympic card from Wednesday, I made an Olympic card, which was really, really fun to make. And so I hope you have a great weekend. And make cards, stay in the air conditioning, have fun, and I will see you back on the 31st.